Some sad news just came out of the NovaCare complex, my friend. One of the fan favorites, a player who was a key piece of the Philadelphia Eagles' Super Bowl championship defense, just signed with another team. 4 years of loyalty, 9 interceptions, and a special bond with one of the brightest young stars on the roster. All of that is now in the rearview mirror, and Cooper DeJean's reaction on social media said more than any technical breakdown ever could. I'm going to break down everything about this departure, what it means for the Eagles' defense, and why DeJean's reaction is going to hit you right in the chest. But first, if you're a die-hard Eagles fan and you want to stay on top of everything happening in Philadelphia, hit that like button right now and subscribe to the channel, because the 2026 free agency is moving fast and we are not letting a single move slip by. Now let's get into it. With the 2026 free agency in full swing, Howie Roseman found himself staring down one of the toughest decisions of this entire offseason. The Eagles didn't have the season they were hoping for, falling short before making a deep playoff run. That means the GM had to tighten the belt, reset the salary cap numbers, and make some hard calls about who stays and who walks. And one of those calls, maybe the most painful one on a human level, involves a name that was beloved by the fan base and, most importantly, by his teammates inside that locker room. That name is Blankenship. The 26-year-old safety out of Middle Tennessee State spent 4 seasons wearing midnight green with a level of dedication and toughness that won over everyone in Philadelphia. It wasn't supposed to go this way. He came in as an undrafted free agent. No guarantees, no hype, no one pointing at his name as the next big star at the position. But what Blankenship did over those 4 years is exactly what makes the NFL so special. He proved that with hard work and the right mindset, anyone can become part of something great. During his time at Lincoln Financial Field, he put up numbers that speak for themselves. 9 interceptions for 50 yards, 23 pass deflections, and 1 forced fumble. Those are the numbers of a player who was always in the right place at the right time, who read the game with intelligence, and who delivered when his team needed him most. Should the Eagles have done everything in their power to keep him? That question is going to be rattling around in a lot of people's heads for a long time, including Howie Roseman's. But the market moved faster than Philadelphia could react. The Houston Texans came in hard and left no room for a bidding war. The deal: 4 years and $24.75 million. That is a significant investment in a safety who spent years being underestimated. That is the market finally acknowledging what Eagles fans have known for a long time. Blankenship is the real deal, a safety who deserves his moment in the spotlight. For the player, it is the fulfillment of a dream, the financial reward for years of sacrifice. For the Eagles, it is a real concrete loss that is going to leave a visible hole in the secondary. So the central question becomes, who fills that spot? And this is where things get complicated for Roseman. The report does not specify what the Eagles' immediate plan is for replacing Blankenship, and speculating about a specific name without confirmation would be irresponsible. What we can say with certainty is that the safety position just became a clear and urgent need for this team. Blankenship wasn't just a roster filler. He was a consistently productive player, a guy who made big plays when it mattered, and who the Eagles' defense counted on as a reliable piece of the scheme. Finding someone with that kind of profile, productive, committed, and willing to buy into the system, is not something you solve overnight. And that is exactly why Cooper DeJean's reaction hit so hard. The 23-year-old cornerback out of Iowa, one of the brightest young stars on this entire roster, is still in the early stages of his 4-year, $9.283 million rookie deal. He has already shown in his time with the organization that he is special, that he has the right mentality, that he embraced the Eagles system with a maturity well beyond his years. In the 2026 season, DeJean finished with 2 interceptions for 32 yards, on top of earning a Pro Bowl selection and a first-team All-Pro honor, recognition that puts him among the best in the league at his position. And when the news of Blankenship's departure broke, he went straight to X to say what was on his mind. No ceremony, no scripted speech, no PR team filtering his words. Just the raw, real emotion of losing a teammate who was more than a coworker. Damn, gonna miss my dog. Go be great, brother, the young cornerback wrote. A short sentence. A direct sentence. A sentence that says everything about the kind of bond you build inside an NFL locker room when things are being done the right way. You feel the weight of that friendship in every single word. And that matters. Because in a league where money drives everything, where players change teams like they change jerseys, Watching an athlete express genuine sadness over a teammate leaving is a reminder that at its core, this sport is still about people, about connections, about something that goes way beyond contracts and salary cap numbers. For Eagles fans, DeJean's reaction is also a positive sign about the future of this team. Here you have a 23-year-old who clearly built real relationships inside that locker room, who understands what it means to be part of a true team, and who plays with the kind of emotion that comes from loving the game and the people around him, not just the paycheck. That kind of character is what creates leaders. And Cooper DeJean, based on everything we have seen, is well on his way to becoming one of the defining voices of this group for years to come. 2 years left on the rookie deal, elite individual accolades, and a locker room presence that is way ahead of his age. When extension time arrives, the Eagles are going to have to open the checkbook wide to keep him, and it will be worth every single penny. Now, turning back to Reed Blankenship and the next chapter of his career, Houston is a fascinating challenge. The Texans are a team with clear ambitions, a young quarterback, and an organization that is genuinely building something. The pressure will be real and the expectations will be high, but if there is one thing Blankenship proved over 4 years in Philadelphia, it is that pressure does not shake him. He arrived as an unknown and leaves as a respected veteran. That mindset is going to follow him wherever he goes. Did the Texans get a good deal on that $24.75 million contract? Every indication says yes. They are paying for a safety who has proven his value across multiple seasons, who has a high football IQ, and who knows how to make game-changing plays when the moment calls for it. In the current market for safeties in the NFL, that number is completely justified. And for the Eagles, the sting is even sharper knowing that Houston recognized and paid for something Philadelphia couldn't or wouldn't: lockdown. For the Eagles, the lesson here is hard but necessary. When you cannot hold on to a player who was an essential part of a championship run, it is a reminder that the financial and strategic decisions of the offseason carry real weight. Howie Roseman is known for his creativity with the cap and his ability to find rough diamonds, but every painful departure is a test of his ability to reload. Free agency still has plenty to offer, and the 2026 draft could bring solutions at that position too. But replacing the combination of production, reliability, and locker room spirit that Blankenship brought is a task that demands more than just signing another safety off a list. What remains, beyond the sadness of this departure, is the certainty that Reed Blankenship left a real legacy in Philadelphia. He was part of something special, contributed to a historic Super Bowl run, and earned the respect of his teammates, the fan base, and the entire league. DeJean's message captures that perfectly. It is not just good luck on your new team. It is genuine recognition from someone who was right there beside Blankenship and knows exactly how much he meant to this group. Now the question that needs an answer: do you think the Eagles did enough to try to keep Reed Blankenship? Or did Howie Roseman make the right call by letting him walk and betting on the youth of this team? Drop your opinion in the comments. We want to hear from you. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and ring that bell so you don't miss a single move in this wild 2026 free agency. Until the next one, fly Eagles fly.